Hey guys, it's Megan, and today is Veda Day 21. Veda stands for a new video every day for the month of April, and we're on the 21st. So today and tomorrow I'm going to talk about names from the American Girl doll series. Today I'm just going to focus on the historical names. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about the Girl of the Year dolls. So if it's already past the 22nd and you want to see the second part, just check down below in the description box after you watch this video, of course. Otherwise you got to come back tomorrow if it's still the 21st. So the American Girls dolls, big part of my childhood. I first got my hands on one of these catalogs, I think I was about 5 years old. It was back when there was only 3 dolls. Obviously they've grown since I have to split this video into 2 parts. And I just remember flipping through that catalog so much, cutting out pictures, and just like yearning for those dolls. I did eventually get a couple from Santa and my parents. And I have just wonderful, great memories of them. And so today I'm going to talk about the historical characters. So these dolls all come with their own books, like a little series based on like the time period they lived in. It's historical fiction, and it's really just like great and enriching. So I'm going to talk about them in order that they would have lived in, not in order of doll release. Okay, so the first one is Kiya. Kiya's story takes place in 1764. Kiya, the name is Native American in origin. It means my elder sister, and in popularity it's 725, which I think is really low because I think Kiya sounds very modern. Sounds a lot like Maya, which is really popular, or Kara, and Kylie, and some of those kind of K sounding names that people like. I think Kiya sounds really fresh, modern, and absolutely usable. The next name is Felicity. Felicity, her story took place in 1774. She's now an archived doll, so she's not in production. And Felicity is Latin. It's a virtue name. It means good fortune. It also means happy. It's great meanings. It is number 666 in popularity, and I definitely associate the name Felicity with like really brilliant, beautiful red hair, and I think it's definitely because of this doll, because I remember when this doll came out, and one of my best friends had this doll. And Felicity's little friend is Elizabeth. She's also from 1774, also archived now, and Elizabeth is a Hebrew name. It means pledge to God. It is number 11, and it's absolutely, as you can see, a timeless name. That American Girl Doll Company would use it as a character in 1774, and that it's number 11 now, and well, this list is from 2011, I believe, but yeah, I think Elizabeth's a great name. It's my middle name, so I'm biased, but it has a lot of great nicknames as well. The next name is Caroline. Caroline is from 1812. It's from a French name, and it means free man. It's number 87 in popularity. I think it's a beautiful name. I've never met a Caroline that I didn't like, so that's a good thing. And there's lots of great nicknames for it, like Carrie or Carly, or just Caroline in itself, I think is beautiful. The next girl character is Josefina. Josefina is from 1824 is when her story took place. You might say it Josefina. I believe she's supposed to be Mexican in heritage, so that the name would be pronounced Josefina. Josefina is a variation of Josephine, which means Jehovah increases, and it is not in the top 1,000 for popularity. The next character is Marie Grace, and she is from 1853, and Marie Grace is a double-barreled name. I might do a video on double-barreled names, like Mary Kate, Marie Grace, those kind of names. So I'm going to break this name down in half. So Marie is French variation of Mary, which means bitter, and Marie is number 599 in popularity. And then Grace is a virtue for grace, and it is number 16 in popularity. And Marie Grace's little buddy is Cecile, and Cecile is also from 1853, and it is the French feminization of Cecile, and it means blind, not the best meaning, and it's not in the top 1,000. I prefer names like Cecilia or Celia, even Cecily a little bit more, but yeah. The next is Kirsten. Kirsten is from 1854. She's an archive doll, and she was the first American Girl doll that I owned. Great memories of her. It's a Scandinavian variation of Christine. Kirsten is. Kirsten means a Christian, and it's number 850 in popularity. I think the danger of using the name Kirsten is that people are always going to mistake it for Kristen, but it's a cool name. Next is Addy. Addy is from 1864. I own this doll as well later on. And it's a diminutive of many names, meaning noble or nobility. I think people are loving Addy as a nickname for names like Adeline, Adeline, Adelaide, Adeline. I think I'm repeating now, but you get the idea. The next doll is Samantha. Samantha's from 1904. She's archived as well. I adored this name when I was little, and this doll, I owned her as well. So those were the three that I owned as a child. And I wanted to be named Samantha for a long time when I was a little girl, and I think it had to do with this doll. I identified with her a lot because she was close with her grandmother. She had dark hair and dark eyes and fair skin. Yeah. So back to the name Samantha, it's a Hebrew feminization of Samuel, and it means told by God, and it's still fairly popular. It's number 17. And Samantha's little friend in the story was Nellie. She's also from 1904 and archived as well. And Nellie means bright, shining one. It's not in the top 1,000. And Nellie's thought more as a nickname for names like Nell or Eleanor, Helen, and Ellen. Next is Rebecca. Rebecca is from 1914. Rebecca, is a Hebrew name. It means servant of God, and it is number 148 in popularity. And it's consistently been in the top 200 for over 100 years. It's a name that's kind of held its place as well. Next is Kit. Kit is from 1934. Kit is a diminutive of the name Katherine. It means pure, and on its own it's not in the top 1,000. There's not a lot of people that have Kit just as their complete name. And then another interesting thing, Kit is actually a unisex name that used to be more popular for men than women. Next up is Ruthie. Ruthie is Kit's little friend, and Ruthie's just comes from the name Ruth, which is Hebrew, and it means compassionate friend. Isn't that like a great name meaning? And Ruth is number 362. However, Ruthie on its own is not in the top 1,000. Next is Molly. I had two friends that had Molly. Molly is from 1944. Molly's a Hebrew name. It's a diminutive of the name Mary, which means bitter. It is number 78 in popularity. It's one of my mom's favorite names. I know two dogs right now named Molly, so I can't get over that, but I do think it's a really cute name. And Molly's little friend was Emily, also from 1944. Emily is a Latin feminization of Emile. It means rival, and it's pretty popular. It is number 6 in the US. Next up is Julie. Julie is from 1974. It's a variation of the name Julia. I do definitely love the name Julia. I prefer it. It's one of my favorite names. Julie means youthful. It is number 396 in popularity. And then last is Julie's little friend, and her name is Ivy, which is pretty cute, and Ivy is a plant or flower name. It's number 266, but we might see that go up with celebrities like Jay-Z and Beyonce naming their daughter Blue Ivy. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check back for Veda Day 22 when I talk about the girls of the year. Thanks.